Okay, at first it wouldn't let me in the email, and I'm trying to print something, and now I can't print it. Okay, so I'm walking back. So then we had the person that needed to talk to me before I got to the computers. And then nonetheless, I asked them if the computer worked, or the printer worked, because I know how my life is. And it took an extended amount of time. And then she said that you have to be here to use the computer. Use the printer. I said, I want to know if the printer works, And she says that it did, but I had to come. Mind games in the runaround. So first I get into my email, and then it says that you have to have a pen, and I don't have a pen. That con didn't work because I recorded it. Then it let me in. Then it was some kind of game that I could not print. Then I recorded that. So then it let me in the print job, but the print job didn't work. So then she tries to help me. She asked me if I knew how to hook it up with my phone. You could hook it up with my phone. And I said, I don't know how to do that. And she said she don't know how to do it either. You have to sign into use the internet to hook up the phone to the printer. And I said, no, that doesn't sound right to have to be on your use your Wi-Fi to just be able to use the printer. I said, that doesn't really sound right. So then she tries to help because the printer's not working. And I just asked her if the printer worked. So then she closes out my screen and pretending like she don't know how I can use the printer and that she's so confused. Then she says, maybe we can call somebody. Do I have anybody I can call? And then looking for other people that we can call. Then she's trying to help me set it up to another printer because that was not working. So then I said, is there another computer attached to this printer? And she said, normally people, hold on, there's somebody out listening. That was one of the gang stalker friends. Okay, so the government has to be creative on how they're going to enforce that I get nothing accomplished. It is criminal to hack every computer that I'm on. And they're fully aware that nobody would ever believe that story. So they get away with it. Repeatedly, over and over, every location I'm at. It's even happened at libraries. So I know the runaround. And, I used to be emotional and had to fight tears back. But I just know their pattern. So she's wanting to play mind games and say, well, let's hook it up to another computer. And then she's saying hook it up to another computer, but the computer is not on that, hook it up to another printer, but the printer is not on that computer. So I said, well, how do you use that printer if that printer is not hooked up to any of these computers? And then she states she has a laptop, and then she says, where is it? And she was saying that it was her own personal laptop. So you're offering me a printer and then telling me to print on this other alternate printer, and it's impossible. If these computers don't hook up to that printer, and then you have your own personal computer you're claiming that you use that printer for, why did you offer it? Then you're offering me to use my phone and try to print. Then we had multiple different issues. Then she said, then it wasn't printing. And then I said, let me check and see if it's unplugged because someone is manipulating my experiences. She said, no, that's not happening. I said, if this happens everywhere I'm at, it is what's happening. If there's too many glitches, it's not a common sense. If everywhere I'm at, there's glitches, someone is manipulating it. So another error is it was off. It's just 15. This happens at tax places, online, all kind of different locations just to spin my wheels. And it's a mind game because the computer is off. Then you think you're going to get something resolved, but it's enforced that you don't. So what I was trying to print out was a false arrest to send these courts to clear my name because they're adding stuff on my record. And the attorney that was supposed to be helping me with the situation scammed to not give me help because there's something on my driving record. And it's not supposed to be there. So I wanted to print off the proof that I was in jail on these false charges, the document to get that business taken care of. But the government enforces I don't handle any of my business to get nowhere. I've tried to go in person. I've been escorted off property, given criminal trespasses, threatened, arrested to keep me in problems someone set up. So now they have to be creative on how they're going to violate me. If they know I can't print this document and then they cause problems here, and then if I get a ride to a location, they already have this location controlled. So I'm in a group chat asking about the computer. No one's answering me. So they've already been instructed to treat me like trash, like a doormat, and ignore me. But the other day they heard that I had death threats. And the response to that is that they hate my guts now. To the degree to where I'm asking them about the computer and the whole group text full of over 10 people or ignore me. But that's how they want them. That's how these people, the heads, are instructed to tell the residents on how to treat me in all my environments. So nonetheless, before I left, because I know my life, I said, does the printer work? You have to be here for the printer to work. Yes, come here. I got there in the end games. So it's just my life, down to petty, getting on the computer, on my phone. It happens in person. Can't get anything done on my phone or in person. So now they don't have the opportunity to take my freedom for trying to take my business or give me a criminal trespass. The criminal trespass is in my freedom is just to taunt and violate and for emotional distress because they can do it. Who doesn't want to be an accomplice? So nonetheless, they enforced that my wheels got spent with that toxic conversation where he demanded that I be quiet and take my time so they can set up whatever crime was happening on this computer, knowing you never believe it. Then demand waste my time with if the printer's off and we're trying to print. 15 different problems to get to a problem to where it was impossible for me to print, just wasting time. So after I saw it was one time, then, she wants to help so desperately and closes out the whole window. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I close it? Seriously? I didn't mean to close it out. This is how I'm treated. You want to report a death threat, you're going to jail. You're mentally incompetent. You can't go to court. That's what's happening. You're mentally incompetent. And then slandered in all the records and just trapped and nothing that I have been able to do. Okay, well that's how that went. It's enforced that nothing happened, It is what it is. It is what it is.